Happy Tuesday, family. I'm excited. Tonight is our final episode of the year, and we're going to end the year on facing the fear of public speaking. I got a few announcements I'll share. I'll jump into teach, and then we'll wrap up for 2023. You are excellence. Your mind is of excellence. Your visions are of excellence. Your unique superpower is nothing short of excellence. You amplify a voice of excellence. Your contribution to this world will be of excellence. You will achieve your highest goals and desires with excellence. Excellence in everything, every time. It is Tuesday. Really excited to spend this day of the week with you. If I have not yet met you, my name is LinnitaHosten, and I have the privilege of coaching leaders to overcome their fear of public speaking. And this is our finale podcast episode of the year. And the reason is because every year in the months of November and December, I reset, strategically plan, pray, fast, so that we can start the new year off really strong. And that time I use to set aside no content creation, simply planning, strategic planning. And so tonight is the final podcast episode. And if you've been with us for the entire year, I want you to jump in and say, which of your favorite episodes, if you can recall, were your favorite, or what topics did you enjoy hearing this year? I would love to hear that from you. So today I did a training with a national leadership association, and we did a training on nonverbal communication. And someone asked the question, if I'm terrified about speaking, like doing my presentations for work, standing up, presenting in front of my team, if I'm terrified, what advice do you have for me? And this is the advice that I have for you as well. If you're watching today and you're asking yourself, man, I wish I had the balls to do that. My answer to you and what I'd say to you is you do have the balls to do that. I think the biggest transformation that we give ourselves is permission to try. If you are afraid of public speaking, I dare you to have the audacity to build your confidence in that area. You've heard me say this before, if you're not new to my side of this digital land, that public speaking is a transferable skill. It affects lots of areas of our lives. It affects us professionally when we're up for promotion, when we're advocating for our workplace needs. It affects us personally when we're communicating with our children, advocating for their needs outside of school and recreational activities. It affects our romantic relationships when we're advocating for our needs or speaking up to our partners. It's not just a skill that we can isolate and say, well, this helps me do this. The skill shows itself in every facet of our lives. So when we give ourselves permission to grow in that area, we're saying, you know what? I value the growth that I can experience across every area of my life. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to have the audacity to try. When we overcome the fear of public speaking, it's going to free up your sense of confidence. I'm trying to tell you, when I used to fear speaking up, I could clearly associate that with a lack of confidence. Now, you may say, I don't lack confidence. I'm just petrified and nervous. And that could be the case. But I guess what I'm really cautioning you to think about is, what are you limiting or leaving behind by choosing not to push past your fear? Public speaking, developing the skill of public speaking is like developing a muscle. You have to work at it, deconstruct all of the fears that you have about your inadequacies, what people will say, judgment. And over time, you will see that muscle starts to build. And before you see it physically on the outside, you will feel it in the inside. You'll feel better. You'll feel a sense of autonomy over your voice. You'll feel not feeling inferior to others who may be great at using their voice. You won't fear adding your opinion into the conversation. Game changer. When you are ready to face your fear of public speaking, I want you to come back to this video and tell me what you did to face that. And one of the things that we do offer when we do our Stage Power Intensive, which is our in-person live event that'll happen in January. It's a small, intimate event, so tickets do go pretty fast. But when we're doing that event, we're giving people a chance to exercise that muscle at least 3 times before they leave. So, how do you face the fear of public speaking? Acknowledge that it exists. And actually, and this is what I love to do with my clients, but thinking through, why does that exist? Why do you have these imposed limitations on your abilities? What's the root of that? We can identify the root, we can get to the growth. We identify that, and we're going to rename or reclassify that fear as a growth opportunity. And then we're going to go at it and try. We're going to face these fears of public speaking by acknowledging them, reframing our mindset, and working towards the skill. We're going to get better through practice. This October made it 10 years that I have been doing some type of development, training, speaking, whether that be keynoting or panel, for 10 years. I still get nervous, but I'm not afraid. Afraid is I'm not going, I'm not trying. You can't talk me into doing that. That's afraid. Afraid is, I'm just gonna, nope, that's not my thing. So I'll just stick with what's my thing. Nervous is, ooh, that's a challenge. I'm up for the challenge. I don't know. This is something I've never done before, but I'm willing to try. I want more people on that other side. I am willing to try. Face those fears when you're ready. Come on. I would love to have you at Stage Power Intensive. If you want to join the wait list, you can do so at LinnitaHosten.com/SPI. And when we release seats for that in-person experience, I'd love to work with you. I'd love to do that. You'll see that. So this is not bye. This is until next year. We have some exciting things. A lot of things are changing. I know that you'll notice when we join in live, there's music and then there's visuals. All of that is changing because who I'm looking to develop is changing. And you all know this. I've spent the first 9.5 years in the youth and college space. And while I'll still serve them, I won't turn those opportunities down, but I am looking for more opportunities that are targeting aspiring and current C-suite leaders. Age does not strip away the fears that you have. We all have that inner child that lives with us. It will follow us everywhere we go. And a lot of the fears we have are rooted in some of our childhood challenges, struggles, those fears that we had as children. They just show up and mask themselves with adult clothes and adult presence. And so while my work is shifting to the person, how it's being done won't change. So I'm excited about that. So give us some time to reacclimate our systems and what platforms we're going to be using and getting our podcast streamlined. And then also we're making some other updates. I can't wait to share with you those things in the new year. But just know that if you want to reach me, if you want to connect, you can always shoot me a DM. We will be monitoring those. You can also email me at info@LinnitaHosten.com if you'd like to stay in touch. You can leave a comment on any of the content that you see. It'll get back to me. And I'd love to connect with you while I'm down on this time. The only thing that I ask, though, is while I'm taking the sabbatical, that you also find some time this year to sit in your accomplishments or maybe lack thereof and have a plan for your new year. Planning for your year should start in the quarter before the year starts. I start in October, But find time so that when the year starts, you have already implemented your plan. So you're not waiting to jumpstart, you're not waiting to get things in place. The establishment of the place has already occurred. Now it's the implementation and the action of that. I want that for you in 2024, and I certainly want it for me. I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'll see you in 2024. You are excellence. Your mind is of excellence. Your visions are of excellence. Your unique superpower is nothing short of excellence. You amplify a voice of excellence. Your contribution to this world will be of excellence. You will achieve your highest goals and desires with excellence. Excellence in everything.